What's going on? All right, guys. I hope you can hear me. I'm having an echo. I gotta turn my computer down here. I want to try to make sure I. I'm trying to do the screen share, guys. So let me see. Turn this down. Turn the speaker down on this computer. Okay, that's better. Sound pretty crazy. Okay, basically, I'm gonna do a slideshow for right now, and get to going in a few minutes. I've been procrastinating all day. I got too much stuff to do and I'm tired, but yeah. All right, guys. I'm just relaxing. I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. I think I'm going to save most of this information for my show Wednesday. I'm going to do a live stream at 7. So if I start to talk about anything you're pretty interested in, make sure you're tuning in then. Wednesday at 7. For now, I want you guys to just, check out some of these videos. On this video screen, I have some pictures. Matter and manipulation. That's what I'm going to talk about with you guys. Everything from A to Z, talking about the alpha and delta, the state we're living in. We're living in the alpha beta state. the ABCs, the alpha, beta, C's that we are pretty much just swimming through and um, trying to find our way, you know. It's a daily struggle. We're doing so much. We're going through so many different things right now. And mentally, it's not that easy to cope with the things we distracted with. There's so many distractions right now. And I think this is messing with my sound. Okay, this phone case. So yeah, we're having so many distractions right now. Most of the distractions are because of the delta uh, state, the alpha beta state, and going into all these other different spaces and places. So we're in a delta beta C's, all beginning the ABCs, the letters and formations of different wave frequencies that we are creating. A couple of things I want to talk about. I'm going to talk about ciphers. No, I'm not. Get into that. Let me go back here. I want to talk about. Let me get to my notes. You hear me? Let me see. Let me about to start right here. Yeah, I'll start with the tones. Wrote a few things down, guys. We're gonna talk about. So, one thing we're gonna talk about is the tone. So, basically, y'all know that we are just energy. We are frequency waves, and the frequency waves and light waves that create us um, is the total being inside. So what's going on inside actually controls everything on the outside, being that the inside is the main source. Let's start there. Just gonna go with my thoughts. So if it sounds like I'm rambling, I'll get back to the point eventually. That's what usually happens. I'm thinking about a bunch of different things. So what I'm gonna do is just talk about whatever I'm thinking about. I did write my notes to keep me a little on track of at least 3 or 4 things I want to try to cover real quick. And whatever I don't finish talking about, I'm gonna finish Wednesday night on my show. So let's talk about that light. Like I said, so the light. I'm gonna start with some sayings. So the sayings. There's one saying that tells you there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So when you think about that, why would the light be only at the end of the tunnel? If I see the light is right there. So that's just one thought. One thought. Wherever the light is, all light is connected. So there's not a different space or place. It's just a matter of being. When it comes to the matter, we're talking about the atomic structure of the physicalities and the things that we see or we think are reality, right? Thinking about our reality, basically in a way of we think it's real. And that's another trick of the mind, something we think is real. We think it's real. So this is, this is real. This is the fact. This is what's going on. It's not really real because when you're thinking about a real is rolling in anything that is, I don't know why the heck my picture just popped up in there. That was definitely by accident, but either way. Um, when we're thinking about a reel is rolling or pulling something in or giving something out, um, casting something or pulling something in, right? So when something is real, it's actually what's being created. That's what makes it real, you know. Um, if you're either pulling something in, you're retrieving something, if you're casting something out, you're seeking or looking for something. So, what actually makes it real or makes it solid for us to be in a physicality is the information we're actually retrieving via the light form information. Our fiber optic network. which is the processing of everything that we see that will create the structure that is formatted in our light being. So when we're taking in information via our senses, all of the five senses, right? Each senses uh, per second, you're taking about 10 million different senses in at a time. Being though that the brain can only process a certain amount of information per second, it's only going to use about 0.001% of that information. So when the brain decides to use that information, you have to think if it's taking such a small amount of information from the entire scope of information that it's pulling in via the five senses, then it's going to give a very limited picture. Okay. So when you're thinking about that, the things that we're seeing and thinking and hearing and feeling, all of these things, we're really only giving ourselves a partial view of what that reality is that we're seeing and actually living in and being a part of. Um, Playing a part in being a part of a situation that you are creating and you have created. You know how people tell you, you created this situation, you caused this, you know, and then you're like, how are they telling me this? This is something bad. Why would I do this to myself? Yeah, you did. Because what you're seeing and what you're creating are all the things that you are formulating and putting together in your mind um, to get a picture of what you want it to be, or what you think it should be, or what your mind is telling it to be. So, um, I wrote my notes to stay on track, but I'm still gonna probably go away a little bit as I talk. So, when it comes to that, thinking about your reality, right? If you want to make something or form a reality that you see beneficial for you, your best thing is to just surround yourself or put yourself in a place of the things that you're looking for, or the things that you want, or the things that you need to be a part of your reality. So you will start by the thought. There's the thought. And then you'll voice it. And then you'll write it down on paper. Those three things are going to create a track of information and an atomic structure that will eventually start to manifest itself by way of the vibration or the frequency that you're creating, right? So when you think about the light energy, you're thinking about, I'm going to pick this pen up and write down what I plan to do. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to get. This is what I'm seeking. This is what I'm looking for, right? So when you're writing that down, you're looking at it. That's a part of your senses, right? Then as you start to take action and writing that down on the paper, you're seeing it manifest the words that are being formed. As you form each letter, there are different distinctions in the way that you either curve, you're dotting, you're crossing, so on and so forth. So these are the actions you're taking towards that, right? Then once that's completed and you're looking at it, there's another sense that you're pulling in. That's going to be what you're reading, what your mind is taking in, what you're looking at, the visual concept of your thoughts actually on paper, right? Having all these things, right? And surrounding yourself and being sure that you are putting yourself in a space of all the things you want this reality to actually be, right? I'll give you an example. Hmm, let's say if you want to open a bakery. Let's use that. That's a simple thing to do. Okay, so you want to open a bakery. You've always cooked, you like cooking, so on and so forth. So you've already put into manifestation. I want to open a bakery. So then you're going to say, all right, what else is the next step? The next step I need to do is talk about it. So now you tell yourself, this is what I'm going to do. I've made up my mind. This is what I want to do. I love cooking. I love baking. I love to make people happy. I love giving them something good to eat. And this is what you're doing. So there's your second. Then as you write down your plan to do that, we've manifested it that way as well. We just discussed that. So now what are we going to do? Since you know these are things you want to do, you're going to see this paper. This is something that's written down. So it's a visual for you every day. You're going to have that either on your mirror, your nightstand, somewhere that you can see it every day, right? Once you have those things, right, and you ponder upon it, what are the next steps? So if I want to open a bakery, I need to have some type of certificate in baking or a certificate in cooking, or let me find out what the requirements are. So now you're taking steps to do that. You're going to call around and see what's going to be the best place, what's best for you. If you want to take a program or certificate program, if you're going to go to a school to get an actual degree, what do you want to do? What's going to be best and most sufficient for your need and what you want to do? So after you've done that, this is more space that you're inventing in your own head to create this reality, right? Because now you're filling your space with in time with the things that you're doing to manifest your reality. Once you've gotten that together, and let's say you've gotten your school together, now, okay, what I'm going to do, I want this bakery. Let me go start looking at places. You're going to look at places, try to find pricing, possibly go somewhere and try to get a loan, possibly if you don't have your own funds to open a facility. And these are all the things you're doing toward building your reality and what you want. So what's going to happen eventually, that bakery's going to be open. How could it not be open? It's got to open up at this point in time because what'll happen is you've already made all the steps for the next expansion. You've already made the steps to create the next reality. You're going to be stepping into that reality because you already know that these are the steps that you formed. These are the things that you created to make your own mind form the physicalities of what you want. It's going to be a forced situation. Why? Because you're pulling in the waveform information, the waveform information that you have retrieved via your fiber optic network, right? That information is going to start to form the reality for you. You're going to start seeing things that are laying in way of everything that you have been putting into that reality, right? You know why? Because first off, you're going to start stepping into that reality. You're ascending at this point because you've made all of these steps of doing everything positive for what you want and what you're trying to achieve, and the steps in the reality that you're creating at that point in time. What's going to happen is you will have a whole new area, right, to step into. Once you step up off of this particular level, right? Hi, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. Let me put the link up just in case anybody wants to get join me. All right. And so you're going to start to create that reality. Once you start to create that reality, right? You're going to be stepping into everything in that atmosphere. Let's say, trying to do two things, do something, put the thing in a comment and talking at the same time. Hey, I'm doing too much. Hold on, guys. Let me let me do this real quick because I'm gonna get distracted again. Okay, 1 second, guys. All right, if anybody want to come up, there you go. So basically, you're gonna start to formulate that reality, right? You know what's gonna happen. You're going to step into your greatness. You're going to step into your goodness. You're going to start running into people, places, and things that are going to fit and formulate right into that reality. You're going to be like, what the heck? Oh man, I just ran into this guy and he told me about, hey, you're looking to open a bakery. I know my cousin just closed down this bakery. Can you believe that? He's looking to get rid of it. Maybe you can take over his lease. Then you'll be talking to another friend, someone over there. Oh, oh yeah, I got a hookup at this place over here where you can get the some of your baked goods on the low. These are the things that are going to start to happen and you're gonna be so excited. Just try it. Let's try it with. Simple even. Thanks so much for coming up, Cryptos. What's going on, brother?
Peace, sister. You hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Wait, something wrong with my mic or something. All right, let me
It's a
fix this. I'll be right
little
back.
low. Okay. So
No,
yeah,
there's something wrong with mine. I'm gonna get it right. I'll be right back.
okay. So yeah, you're gonna start to run into everything that you're formulating in that new ascension and that new reality, that new dimension of everything that you want. And at that point in time, this is where you start to create the reality that you want. And then you can start to live in that reality. Start building it from there. Start doing other things that make you feel comfortable in the place that you're in. Because as we move through this reality, if you're still here, you're gonna stay here. We'll have other discussions about ways to actually ascend and not be a part of this reality. But what you have to do is make sure that you're in the correct place, a place of being, a place of, a sound mind to even be able to comprehend, that place and what's going on. You back, brother?
Yeah, I'm back. And just to build on what you're saying, that place you have to create that place. That place has to be already uh, um like a finite it has to be already not finite. You have to create that place in your mind. So you have to already have that state of mind and believe in it. You have to put your belief in it in order for it to manifest in the physical. Because in that space in the back of your mind where you create it, where you visualize that thing, that desire that you want, is where it anything that comes to the physical first starts in the spiritual. It starts in the mind. It starts in that darkness. Just like in the Bible, they say, "Let there be light." Before he said, "Let there be light," he created
Hmm.
some things, but those things was created in the mind. They was created before they was brought to the physical. So in order to have it later, you have to have it now in your mind. You have to see it. You have to see yourself there. You have to smell yourself there. You have to feel it. You have to know
Hmm.
it is for what it is, or else you will never be able to materialize it. The materials are already here for whatever you desire. It's already done. It's just waiting on you to take the journey to get to it. Um, if I'm saying it right.
Right. And that key point something you just said, brother, you were saying like a couple of things that I tuned into. But something you just said, dang it, just slipped my mind. But when it comes to that, oh yeah, you said something about the really tuning in on it. I don't know if you said that, but that's what I took from it. Really focusing on that particular thing, like or knowing it or feeling it, like really being in. It's not like you're like, oh, I wonder if this gonna happen. Can I really
Yeah,
do
you have
this?
you
Or
have to be steadfast in it. Like it's done already. You done mapped it out. You done wrote out your vision. You know what you need to do this. You know how many people you need to do that. And all of a sudden, all these things that you already done put into play on paper in your mind, from your mind to on paper, to you seeing it and you reading it every day, it's gonna start materializing. Those people that you wrote in the script, they're gonna start showing up. They're gonna magically appear and be a part of your vision that you already created in your head. And like literally, like I see it every day. Like people I come in contact with, they align with exactly what I'm trying to do. They'll be like, "Hey, you do such and such." I'll be like, "Yeah, I do such and such." You know how you knew? Oh, something just told me to ask you. You know what I'm saying? It just be
right.
like it'd be crazy.
Right, that's what I was saying, and this is what people gotta understand when you start, right? Before you came on, brother, I was talking a little bit about when we trying to create that reality, we have to start building it, and when we start building it, those things are going to gravitate. And here you just came on and said the same thing. People just, hey, and they start asking you just out the blues. Oh, some told me to ask you. They're just put in that place, don't even know why. These things are gonna naturally just gravitate to you once you're doing that and you're putting yourself in that space because your space is full of this is what I'm doing. Your mind is full of I'm doing this. You're focused on that thing or where you want to be, and that's all gonna come to you because that's what it is.
It's kind of like a magnet. The the vision that you put out there, it's attracted back to the source, and you're the source. So therefore, it has to align with what you already have created in your mind. Like it has to align here in the physical. Um, that's the only way to get it here is from the mind.
Right. in those tones, brother. I was reading something about these ASPM, I believe it is ASPM. I can't remember what the abbreviations are, but it's like some kind of gene they say only like within the last couple of million years, maybe like 2 million years, it's been in the genome. And it's something that actually it like certain tones or something is used to increase the brain size, right? So when it was talking about, I was like, this is weird. I don't know where I read up on it at. So I went to try to read up on it, and as I was reading the information on it, it was saying how the tones, like increase your brain size, and like with certain sounds. Now, I remember one day, I think you was on a panel, brother. We was talking about um not only with the spells, with the words or whatever, but with the sounds and the tones, right? Like the African sounds, they with the k, ch, t, those certain like vibrational tones. That's what it was we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You okay, right. So the thing was saying like, yeah, these tones, right, actually increase the freaking brain size, right? And then it says that the brain, when it increases it, right, it makes the brain, the left and the right brain connect more, right? So of course, once you connect the left and the right brain, it increased the intelligence. So obviously, if it increases the intelligence or the intel, then that will make you think the light or the energy, or you know what I'm saying? Have you ever heard of that before, or familiar with that, brother, or anything like that?
No, I'm not too familiar, but I know the energy right on point because um I just like made a little song like yesterday or something talk about called The Highway, but literally talking about the brain basically. Like
The
I could
real.
I can show you the
Oh man,
picture. I'm gonna
play it,
change my
brother. You can't
no,
play
I
it.
ain't
You
playing
can't. You can't do this. What you mean you ain't playing it? You know
that.
what? You ain't right.
Let
But
me see.
anyway,
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up. Cause that might have just been something raw I was playing with, but it's on
it
the
don't
same
matter. Look
level.
how look, but look what I'm talking about, and then look how you just came right in.
Because when I saw your picture, I was like, "Oh, that's crazy." Because I just posted that same picture, literally, like yesterday. Let me see. Trying to find it. Okay, I didn't upload that one on YouTube,
Oh,
but wait. I think it's on the CD. Hold up. Let me mute my mic, see if it's on the CD.
okay. So yeah, y'all see how the brother now see this is just this is funny, right? This is a very sweet example, guys. Now look how I just said that we were talking about the brain, this and that. I was telling you guys how forming that reality, things will start to gravitate towards you, whatever it is that you're putting in that particular moment, whatever it is that you're seeing, whatever you want it to be, so on and so forth. Sure enough, look, the brother came right on. I put the stream, he jumped on. We're talking about, oh yeah, blah blah blah. He said, "Oh, I just made a song about the brain." Do you see that? It was just another confirmation to what I'm talking about. He didn't know yesterday that, oh, tomorrow sister gonna be, doing a video and she's gonna be talking about brain stuff and blah blah blah, and he didn't know that, but he already had that prepared, and sure enough. So these are the type of things I'm talking about. This is the formation. So I'm forming the reality of what I want the information to be. And the assistance has come just magnetized to my particular stream at this moment. This is just how it works. So this is a small example of the things that you can do to create your reality. That picture popped up. Your thoughts are your reality. And it is exactly your reality. Whatever you think, whatever you want it to be, that will be. Yeah, these pictures, oh, they're going a little faster. I should have put a timer on there, but I want to talk about them. I'll probably stop the slideshow after we get into our conversation a little bit if we talk about some of these pictures. But most of these pictures, when it's showing these Egyptian pictures, I want you guys to see how they're referencing to everything pretty much about what we're going through. They're showing that when you see that Ra picture and that sun and the crown, these are pictures that are showing some of the black pictures showing that. these people have been all over, and since early times, things have been black, as they want to say the color black, BLACK, but it's actually BLAC. And with that, these are the type of things that transform our mind into believing things that are real and focusing more on, certain things. So, we have all these battles with, oh, it's indigenous, I'm more, we Indians, we this, we that, I'm from over here, I'm from over there, I'm here, I'm there. It's just like crazy. But yeah, these are the distinctive things that have run the society for so long that keep people entrapped in assimilation and worried about the things in the physical, what's going on, what happened in the past 5 million years ago, 6 million years ago, so on and so forth. But yeah, that's kind of the world we're living in right now. Yeah, I should stop the slideshow. Can I stop it?
Yeah, I didn't upload it, but I'm uploading it now, and then I'm gonna send the link of it. It's basically raw, so like all my stuff is raw, uncut, unmastered, just me, stuff that's coming out of me, and I don't put it on
Mm,
wax.
mm. And you can do the
Um,
you can do the acapella, bro.
uh,
If you want to, I mean, that's up to you. Just because I just want to hear what you was talking about in the song, to be honest with you. but
let me see.
either or.
I just be writing it down and laying it down real quick before I forget it.
Hold this, brother. Man, I had the perfect little album ready for what I was gonna talk about. I think I put too many pictures in it and it deleted. I'm like, dang it. Like, I'm gonna make two separate ones next time. But this one have a lot in it.
They want to restructure yourself. Can you hear that?
Okay, yep, I can hear it.
Hold on, let me turn it up.
Okay, I'm finna mute mine.
They want to keep you locked in a box. What are you talking about? They want to restructure your cellular structure. Are you serious? But come and take a ride with me on the highway in my mind. Come and take a ride with me on the highway in my mind. On the highway in my mind. But that's just the hook. You see what I'm saying? Like where I was
Right, right,
going
right.
with it.
That
And
sounds like
it's
a little
funny that
white boy rock song.
yeah,
It is, right?
that's what it is. I spit all genres. That way it's universal.
Right, right.
Like everything that I make, it might be rock, it might be metallic, it might be R&B, it might be whatever. If I feel the song, if I feel the rhythm and something come out of my head, then it's for me. I'm not stuck on no hip hop or no no blues or no gospel. Or, if I like that beat and I got something to say to it, I'm gonna say it.
Right, right, right. And right, it makes it very versatile for anybody that want to just hear what you're saying. It's not just for this crowd of people or that crowd of people.
Hmm
Opening eyes and ears of all
Try
places.
try and bring a universal appeal. You know what I'm saying? Something that you might not get nothing from it, but somebody else might get something from it that don't look like you or don't think like you. Um, because that might be the type of beats they listen to. So they might come across the beat thinking they finna hear something poppy or whatever, and the next thing you know, I'm shooting some consciousness at them.
Right, right.
That's
So
that's
and
like when they
and
were
check
talking
this
about
out.
memories earlier. It's the same thing. I got something for that. It was crazy.
The memories.
Yeah, but I don't
What
like
you
that one
saying
yet.
about the memories, bro?
Stop it.
He said, "Stop."
Oh, the
Don't be
real
bad.
one, the real one is Why They Lie. If you want to play that, I'm gonna shoot you the link. I have you play that over anything, cause that one is done. Why They Lie, like we was talking about earlier.
Hmm.
Like,
Oh, so
yeah,
okay, so you keep saying shoot me the link. So if you shoot me the link where I'm sharing a picture, what do I do? Just go to the next
it's
like
gonna be a YouTube video. You'll be able to play the video. It's just a one picture video with the song on it.
okay. So send it, you sending it to my email, where you send it to? You putting it in the link? What you gonna
I
do?
can put it in the back chat, or I can put it in the back chat. Well, let me see. This is this one. Why They Lie. Share the
Remember,
link.
crypto. So I ain't too familiar with the stream right now. Don't get me messed up. I wanted to go because listen, let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm on the phone talking, right? I got
Hmm.
my phone for the one that I'm talking on. Then I'm using my laptop because I shared the screen so I could put those pictures up. So do I need to put the video where I have the shared screen at? Because if so, you're gonna need to send to the email or either put it in the chat so I could click on it.
Yeah, do it from your laptop. I'm gonna put it in the Oh, I see what you're saying. You want me to?
It's got to either go in the email or the comments. If you put it in the comments right here on the StreamYard thing, direct, not the StreamYard, the YouTube comments, then I could click it on it from there, I believe.
Okay, let me go to that.
Because that's the laptop, and then it might just open the screen. I probably could just switch it to the next screen
Hmm.
because it's on there, it's showing the screen. So let me see.
Let
I
me go
gotta
to
figure out
the
how to work this mess
stream.
anyway.
You can see if you can grab it, cause I don't have a wrench, so I can't. It ain't. You have to copy and paste it or something.
From where? You said grab it from where?
It's in the YouTube chat.
Okay, let me see. YouTube chat. Oh, brother. This thing right here. It says, I don't see it in the chat. I don't see it in the chat, Crypto. It's not in there.
You don't see it?
You saying it's in like that the private one? Oh, private chat. Okay, I see it. Hold on a second. Private chat. Is it in here?
Private chat.
I'm trying to click on it. I don't know if it's my computer acting stupid or what. Because it's like a little thing on the side that's telling me to go to it.
Yeah, I put it in the private chat of StreamYard, which
A pen? Yeah. Here, look at my purse. Look at my purse. Oh, there we go. Okay, so opening up now.
it's that ballad, and your boy can't sing. I can't sing at all.
Yeah, oh, look, I already know that. I ain't gonna even comment on it because I know you know. Okay, let me see. I ain't clowning you now. I'm just saying.
Hey, I don't care. This came from in me. This is part of me.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't trying to clown you. I'm just saying because you said it, and I'm just listening. I want to hear the words. I ain't paying attention to that. Okay, it's loading now. I'm trying to see. It looks like it might be just automatically going to that since I clicked on the link. I might not have to switch nothing. Let's say responsive to that. Untitled. Wait, what is it talking about? And you can't play it from your thing and share it
Ye-
with me,
Um,
because it's acting
actually,
stupid.
I can't. Let me go on the computer. I'll be right. I'm gonna move to the computer. Let me move, and then I can share my screen through the StreamYard.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it's doing. It's trying to look. You see, it's like going. This keeps stopping for some reason. Talking about you can wait for something. Wait for the response to exit the page. It's saying the page is unresponsive for some reason. Oh, it might be actually something going on with the Wi-Fi. Yeah. You're acting real crazy here. Y'all listening to the technical difficulties. Listen, I'm trying to get what I've got going. I don't get. Let me see. This thing acting. It's my computer. It's either my computer or my Wi-Fi is acting weird. That's what's going on with me. Cause now it's stuck. Mm, I hate to close it out. Yes, please. Just stop acting retarded. Okay.
Trying to get to your stream. Now my computer tripping. They don't want the people to hear this.
That's okay. It's too strong though. See?
They don't want the people to hear this
Yeah,
one.
'cause it must be something going on with internet then too. Then 'cause it's got to be because it's got. I'm sitting here like I'm tapping, like moving, everything freezing up. I'm looking like, what the heck going on?
Yeah, mine doing the same thing. If I show you, I can cam and show you. It
It's
just spit it.
crazy. Yeah, it's just like, oh, you want me to exit? I'm like, yeah, exit the shit. It didn't even want to exit. Mm-mm. Doing the most of everything.
It's telling me to check my internet. Forget it. I'm going back to the car. I was gonna stream share, but it ain't really no picture. The picture is just a sign that say like a stop sign kind of with the arrow
Oh,
pointing one way and pointing the other way, and it say truth and lies. But
mm,
the name of the song is Why They Lie, and then
why they lie?
it's basically a play off of another song I got called "Create Your Own Reality." When basically, you know how we talk about your subconscious, your conscious, and then the superconscious. It's
Yes.
basically your superconscious talking to you, which is the source, the the voice in the back of your head that we never, want to acknowledge because they tell us we
Mm,
crazy if we listen to it.
mm, right.
Um, but then, kind of off of what we was talking about earlier, um, you know how we be asking, "Am I my father's son?" You know what I'm saying? It's basically your father talking to you. You know what I'm saying? The source, the energy, talking to you, wanting you to acknowledge him because that's putting on that Christ-like mind state they talking about.
Mm,
And when you do that, you able to hear his voice or hear the voice. But there's it's a choice, it's only you or him, you know what I'm saying? You only gonna listen and follow, or you gonna do what
right.
you do, you know what I'm saying? And that's where we get stuck in the world because we generally do what we do, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna play it
Now,
from the
look,
truck.
now it seemed like it cleared up now. I don't know if you feel like, well, either or, but it looked like mine trying to open back up again. But yeah, it's still acting stupid though. It's trying to, but it just popped back up. Yep, it's trying to come back in. You said you already done got to the car now, bro?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, here you go. I don't know why. I don't know why. Am I my father's son? I'm always here. Listen to me. There's no in between. There's either me or you. Red pill or blue. No need to teach nor school. I am all that I say I am. Come to me for infinite amounts of energy, the source, your spiritual being. Am I my father's son? I don't know why. Am I the one? I am living, there's no need to be discouraged. Your prayers have already been answered. There is no future. There is only now. Anything that will be has already been done. The end is the beginning. The reaction is the action. The cause is the effect. Whatever you so desire later, you must own it now. Here with me, where I dwell in the mind of he that creates all things. You're a spiritual being. I don't know why they telling these lies. Am I my father's son? You are your father's son. Hit me, Lord. Hit me, Lord. One more time. Hear my voice. You are the center of your existence. There is no reason to look outside yourself when I dwell here in your mind. Visualization. Create. I will be there.
Hey, I like that, bro. That's hidden now. That's
Hey,
hidden. You ain't
that's
got to
just
worry about the vocal, how the vocals sound, and they hidden. They hidden where they supposed to.
yeah. I've been playing with them. I've been playing with it, working on it. But yeah. No, Huey got me back in the back. You know what I'm saying? We always used to make music in the back chat and stuff. And
Mm.
we got a song. We got a song. Me and Huey. Um,
Right, I heard it.
the law is love. Yeah,
I think that's the one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he was talking about it earlier, and it
I think he
like
played it, right? Didn't he play it on his live? He either played it on his live or he might have uploaded it.
yeah. I think he uploaded it on his
Yeah.
YouTube channel. Um, but yeah, I was elated when he jumped on it because I had just dropped the the preface, like the intro part of it with the chorus and stuff, and then I invited him to it, and then like literally like he would be on this point on it, he'd be on his rap shit.
Right, right,
Like
right.
literally like 20 minutes later or so, he hit me back with some, like an hour or something later, it said revision made from, Big Unc or whatever. And I was like, huh? And I listened to it. I was like, ah! And it was funny because, just to, see something I created and then he created something on what I created, which was created on something somebody else created, the track, just to hear it all come together, just kind of, elating, or however you want to say it, I was excited.
Right.
And but then he called me like on Facebook on the messenger, like to see if I had got it, and I was listening to it, and I was screaming, and then he started screaming like ah, like it's like when you hear it, you can see yourself in that place that you designing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
say when it comes to fruition, and the masses want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? You can see what we doing when we doing it, what I'm saying? If we when we
Right.
it's just, it's like a magical thing, and that's why, a lot of the stuff I make, I try and make it like on a universal level to where like I got like 26 songs on the playlist of my unfinished album, and it's like, they all correlate in this same space that we in right now. And like a lot of the stuff you be saying, because you be on that the center, you being the center, getting back to, um, the center of your existence, which is you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That why I can relate to a lot of the information that you be presenting, even though if I can agree to disagree to some of it, a, a lot of it correlates with where I found myself in this journey. You know what I'm saying? Just getting back to
Right.
universal laws and what is destined to be, what is destined for me, what's destined for you. You know, the last will be first, the first will be last. You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time.
Right. And it'd be crazy because we just don't. It's like it's dwindling. It's like it's a flame dwindling out. It seems like people just ain't trying to catch on. They don't want to be on fire. They trying to be sitting in the cold, like just out. Like I don't get it. I don't get it.
Like how you showing all the pictures of the Indians and the our native being, you know what I'm saying, our nationality, because we from
Right.
here, we not from anyone else. Now I'm not saying that black people don't exist everywhere. They do. You
Right.
already showed that earlier. We existed all across the plane. It's just
Yeah.
sometimes I try and keep it universal, but then um when we get back to where we are here on this land on Turtle Island, we have lost our nationality within this system.
Right.
And people always try and overlook the fact that we don't know who we are, but we had a nationality. When they came here, we were a people. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
We had our own nationality. You see what I'm saying? We traded and commerced with the world for thousands and thousands and years. That's documented before Chrissy Cologne. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. It's a tragedy in itself that they failed to overlook that we were a people. Savages, a great race. We were a great race. We still a great race. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Right.
that's the tragedy in itself that we don't know who we are and we don't know how great we are. We don't know, where we come from, but we come from where we are. We always been where we are. Stand your ground. You know what I'm saying? Don't choose to be
Right.
from nowhere else. You from here.
You come here. But I think, brother, I swear, it seemed like to me, I was saying this before you had got on. I think I started off talking about this when I came on here. It seems like, right, we are so trapped in, how can I say it?
what
Like
what they
if you know,
giving us.
right. They always arguing about, I'm indigenous, I'm more, I'm Indian, I'm this, I'm that. I'd be like, oh my gosh, come on with this shit. I mean, all of it, all of it is just like, I don't get it, brother. It just be too much. It's too much for them to be worried about the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why y'all worried about that dumb shit? I mean, it don't make no sense.
Yeah, because even like I wouldn't subscribe to being a Moor in general, you know what I'm saying? Because Moors, they like, as far as me saying that I'm from here, I'm from this land, I
Hmm.
don't subscribe to the Moor ideology or whatever, because I feel like some of the Moors, if we know Moors is more than just Moor, a certain people. Moor has many titles. You were showing some of the pictures of the Moors
Right. I said,
a
let me
little
pull it back
while
up while
ago.
you was just saying. I'm going back to it now,
Oh,
brother.
you showing the field.
Back
Um,
up now for some different one.
and we know that we ruled these kingdoms that we saying are ruling over us now. You see what I'm saying? We like
Right.
literally we ruled those lands. Like I ain't saying we as in we over here. I'm just saying people of color in general, you know, they ruled they had dynasties before these dynasties. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
Right.
Like the stuff that the tales they tell, they took them tales from someone else and painted their own picture and then gave us the picture they painted, you know.
Exactly.
It's
And
crazy.
that's where it's so much of it that's just like so annoying because everything's so twisted up, people keep being more confused, confused, confused because everything keep getting twisted up. Ain't no, it's like we can't never find no true fact except the only fact that we know is the light. Other than that, what other fact we know is fact? Nothing.
Yeah, cause like even like the picture I'm I'm brandishing right now, um, which I can't even think of the name. Well, Solomon. King of David. Um, what is his name? I'm tripping. Uh, can't even think of the man's name. That's the sad part. We don't know who we are. Man, it done slipped my mind.
What you talking about?
Uh,
Here, you talking about like being indigenous
no,
or Aboriginal?
I'm talking about the person, my avatar.
Mm. You
Um,
said David. I think you said it was David.
yeah, David. Go two more up in the lineage. David, Solomon, King Solomon, before King Solomon or after King Solomon. Is the person I'm brandishing. Which I can't think of his name. I apologize. 1 second. That's the sad part.
You said it earlier too. I can't remember though, but you said it earlier. I think somebody else
uh,
mentioned it.
priest, John, King, not John. Let me go in my whatchamacallit. Oh, bro, Sanchez live. My brother.
What? That's the first time this year, ain't
No, he
it?
came back. Yeah, he came back last night. He came back
Oh,
yesterday.
okay, okay.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, I know
Oh,
they've been fiending for him.
Prester John.
Okay,
Prester
John.
John. The Prester John. When we talk about the lineage of like our nationality, we held our nationality within Prester John. You see what I'm saying? That was the
Mm,
king of this land, you know what I'm saying? But he was the king of more than just this land. He was the king of all three Indies, you see what I'm saying?
mm. So basically everybody was coming to him to get everything they needed. What ask where they can go and if I can go through this land, the passage and all of that. You there, brother? I think he muted. Unless it's this thing acting stupid again.
Hello?
Okay, there you go.
Oh my bad. Yeah, all the kings of the lands they went through Prester John. They all paid homage to him. You know what I'm saying? Like in the Bible when they talk about they brought all the wise men brought they brought all their treasures from all around the world to bring it to Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they talking about this guy. They talking about Prester John.
Mm,
Everybody paid homage to him. And when Christos came over here, when they was going to the Indies, they was actually they knew they was where they was going. They looked for him in India. That's the Indians over there, right? And then they
oh.
looked for him in the West Indies because they looking for the king. You know what I'm saying? Because he was the highest of the high, and they basically they founded Christianity on trying to find this guy. You see what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
they searched
So
the
he was
world
was
for.
he but he was a real person or what or no, was he another just a ideology basically that
See,
people tried to follow?
they have turned him into an ideology. They
Mm.
turned him into a mystery. You see what I'm saying? Like they literally turned Prester John into a mystery. They struck him from history, and then they wrote their own history. But before history that they gave us was Prester John, King David,
Mm.
King Solomon, the
King
lineage,
Solomon.
the
Wow.
the streets of gold, the temple, all that stuff. Egypt, we know where it's at, and that's where they came to get it. That's why they came to these lands to take.
Right.
You see, like,
To
and
get
then
all the history.
they erased all of that from our history that we had a nationality. We had, you know what I'm saying? Which we know if we go past all of that, we know we going back to Mother Earth. We know that they left out the woman, that they created this patriotic structure. Okay, all that's cool and all once we get past the fact that we do have a nationality. But then we can go past that to go back to the center, back to the source. But I think if they're gonna keep pushing history, we need to know what history we had in between. You know what I'm saying? That our lineage, our kingdomships, our they talk about what's the great king? Mansa Musa. They say
Right.
even Mansa Musa paid homage to Prester John.
Mm. So he was
It's
just like the king, like the head honcho.
he am I my father's son?
Mm.
Like he held like remember like earlier we talk about the elements and King Solomon, the temple, you know what I'm saying? We are the temple,
Right,
we are the element. So it kind of gives you a mysticism to it, and then it gives you the finite reality behind it, you know what I'm saying? They didn't come over here for nothing. You see them, they came over here for something. Christopher Columbus didn't come over here and find this place. He came over here on his third trip to take this place. You see what I'm saying? Like it's
right. With all these good old riches, this good old food. They came over, they see all these fruit, good old fruit and oranges and stuff, and
all type of stuff. Like all the land of the
the
milk and honey.
tobacco and mm,
Literally the
mm,
land of the
mm.
milk and the honey. And we like I always like we fed the world. We showed the world how to eat. You know, not brandishing or nothing, but people did commerce with us for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years before they decided to, you know what? They too nice.
Right.
Sure.
You might as well take it all.
Like Yahweh was saying earlier, as far as we are loving people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Well,
Literally,
foolish, loving, and foolish.
hmm at the same time.
Yep. And that's how they get over. That's how they manipulated the indigenous people when they came for the pilgrimage. They what's
Oh,
that the Thanksgiving? What they call it though? They the
if Thanksgiving or whatever they want to call it,
yeah,
man. All
the
that.
whatever they call the slaughter. Yeah, that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on! They probably poisoned them, gave them some old kind of freaking tea or who the hell knows what they did.
Hey, and it's funny because when you were showing the pictures of the Indian and stuff, that's how I didn't never get to the end of what I was saying earlier because I threw
Hmm.
myself off when I be talking. But I got a song called "The Trail of Tears."
Mm, mm. Where a
like,
whole bunch of stuff started.
like literally, like it's crazy. Um,
And oh, I was
but
on that show, what is it, the debate channel the other day, right? And they was talking. I don't remember what they was talking about, so I was telling them about the Trail of Tears. Something I said, and he was like, they went to argue with me. Something you just said. How the hell I forgot that quick? But something they went to talking about, and I'm like, why they don't believe or understand about the Indians? I think I was telling them about the Moors and the indigenous, and we started talking about the oh man, how the heck did that just slip my mind? That annoys me. My mind is like probably pretty dang full right now. But the fact that they don't understand about I don't know if it was something about the Moors or the being indigenous. What did you just say, Cryptos? How the hell I forgot that quick? Something you just said I was trying to say
I
because they was
was
talking
saying,
about that.
I think maybe with the Moors, because Moors is just than one just more, you know what I'm saying? Moor it holds many different titles, and we know that the Moors are who were like the translators between them and us. You see what I'm saying? They came and they basically laid us on a platter for them. You know what I'm saying? For the way I look at it,
Was giving
like
them away, right? They were like trading some of the slaves and all that too. Why they trying to act like it was like just these white people came and captured, but it was some of them as well.
yes, it was the Moors who, showed them how to get here, showed them they ran the seas. They the ones who, taught people how to sell and all that type of stuff. Even who that is, I don't want to get them mixed up. Cook or Didek, one of them will tell you that. You know what I'm saying? As first the Masons ran the land, the Moors ran the seas, you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
Taking and mixing everything up, assisting with everything. Then when they behind they had them, they got taken over. They looking stupid while they done helped everybody else take stuff from everybody else. And now y'all ain't got
hmm
nothing. Now y'all, oh, they took our stuff. Oh, shut up.
They
Stop
they
lying.
Like that's how they got our stuff. Literally.
Right.
Shoot.
stealing and taking from and building this. That's all they talk about, the building, the squares and these masons and oh, we built this and we did this. I'm just be looking like, oh, everything on this physical stuff that should be getting on my nerves. Everything they be talking about. I mean, they don't have nothing to talk about that's trying to, come into any mind state or something different. When you try to tell them anything different, they be getting mad, boy. They go off when they start hearing anything good or anything that sound like something different than that mess they want to argue about. It's like they be wanting to argue. I know it's a
'Cause-
debate league, but you don't gotta argue.
yeah,
You can
why
go
we
back and
can't have
forth
a
and prove your point.
conversation?
Yeah, debate and discuss. I mean, make it make it good. You don't
Cause
gotta
my
just
thing
keep
is
debating.
with the buildings and stuff, like we like man done built great things, and but at the same time you can't take none of this with you. So why
Mm,
we why we holding our heart on these finite entities, and literally you building dead stuff like because they giving
right,
these buildings names. It correlates with the money, you the energy, and now they done gave you a fake entity and told you that that's the money, the currency. Just like these buildings, they dead, but they giving them names. Like
right.
just like this dollar that we worried about dead people. We worried about buildings, we worried about all this material stuff that you cannot take with you.
Right, the dead is freaking everything. Like you said, it's like they make the dead. It's like they make the everything that's the dead stuff is what is life. It's the opposite.
Finna say they be giving the dead life, like like
Yes.
when we the spiritual being, we the ones living. So
It's
why we
like
consuming our
don't worry about that. Don't worry about what's really good. The good stuff. Turn your back on that. Just worry about all this. All
hmm
of this.
keeping you looking outside yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the main objection, to keep you from knowing that you the one. Like you the one. Like it ain't nobody else but you. Collectively, we a body. We just a bunch of puzzle pieces to the big picture.
Right. The collective.
And
The
people don't want to.
collective.
People don't want to, like. That's when I think people get into that selfishness because they don't want to assume, or they want to associate themselves with the body. You see what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I'm an individual. I ain't like you. I don't think like you. I don't look like you. I don't dress like you. No, but we are the same. You know what I'm saying? You got a heart. I got a heart.
Right.
My daughter asked me. I guess my son, he younger than her, and she came and asked me. I don't know how this going to correlate with what I'm finna say, but she was like, what is something about the heart and the soul? No, she was like the soul and the spirit. She was asking what's the soul and what's the spirit. I say that your soul is your heart. Like that's like your battery. That's like, I ain't want to tell her it's your Taurus field. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I was like, your soul is like your heart. You know what I'm saying? And you are the spirit. You the spiritual being that's inside of your car. Your body. See, when you say your body, you detaching yourself from your body. Like when you literally
Right.
say, this is my body, you're detaching you from the body. You separated it. So if you can't keep that mindset that this is your body. That's why we don't take care of our body. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We think, oh, this is just me, blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. But it's just like your car. Your car need maintenance. Your car need, you want to wash your car, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But I was letting her know that you are not this body, but you are responsible for this body. And your soul is what make your body go. It's the battery inside your car. Without your soul, you done. It's over for you. But you, the spirit, it's never over for you because you're a spiritual being. Energy never dies. It transfers. That's my perspective. Um, you just, she was like, that's for God to decide, whether or
Oh.
not you die or not. I was like, and you right. And you right. But guess what? You still it might be left up to God for your body to die. Just like it's left up to
Right.
you, just like it's left up to you for your car to die. Like if I don't keep the maintenance on my car, that bitch gonna surely die on me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like But
You
she
gotta
was
put
like,
that work in for it. She'll get
yeah,
that part. Yeah, she know. Look, she's thinking about everything everybody else thinking about, the God in the heaven and the hell and the this and the that.
hmm that's left for God to decide. But I'm telling you, you the what? It's your decision.
Right. It's all up to you. Mm, mm,
It
mm.
was just funny. And then my son talk about, see, I won the competition. I'm like, it ain't no competition. You ain't right. She ain't right. You ain't wrong. She ain't, you know what I'm saying?
They are. Why do kids do that too? That's so funny. It's like a natural thing to be in competition with each other. You know, the
Want to be
extra
right.
attention or
Mm-hmm.
little stuff, or I'm bad. Oh, you know what? Maybe hold on, I shouldn't say that because maybe it's not a bad thing, not bad, but a negative type of thing. It's more of a positive thing because it's like I want to be the best. I gotta shine. Like it's like they want their light to be the
Mm-hmm.
shiniest. You know what I mean?
Pushing the envelope.
Right, right, right. Encourage them to even go further, do better. Oh, I got that answer. So next time. I'm gonna make sure I get
Yeah.
this one right too. So I'm gonna make sure I know what I'm talking about, or you know.
Like I be on the universal stuff like I think it's either Napoleon Hill or Neville Goddard, and they are white people. But that a lot of white people gave us books. That's where we got the Bible from. But anyway,
Hmm.
there's more books with information than just the Bible. But like one of these books, I think of Napoleon Hill or Neville Goddard, he was saying that before you go to school, which we know we ain't gonna get into how we was talking earlier about the diction and the elementary and the education and all that type of stuff.
Right,
But at the same, since we, we conversating. So they were saying like, you should all children are before they go to school, they should write their report cards out.
write them
Kind of
out.
Yeah, getting back to that affirmation thing. And I did it with my
Mm,
children this year, you know what I'm saying? I made them, I took me a ruler and made the lines and, made the subjects and then put their name at the top. And like my name is like I'm the principal or whatever. And I,
right,
and then I put, the little squares on the side to where they can put their grade. And I made them write what they wanted, you know what I'm saying? What do you desire out of reading, writing, math, whatever, whatever. And like my daughter, she struggled a little bit in reading or whatnot, but she was fine until my son was born, and she kind of whatever whatever.
right, right.
um
That
but
happened.
she really creative. She can draw. She's super artistic. She like math
Mm,
just like me. And he's super duper smart, you know what I'm saying? He can read, you know what I'm saying, all type of stuff. Like he be sure, helping her read and stuff like that. Anyway, I made them do their report cards, and I was like, "What are you gonna get in reading?" And she was like, she had put a C plus or a C minus. I was like, "Is that what you think you're gonna get, or is that what you want?" And literally, she told me straight up, like that's she not good in reading, and she think that's what she gonna get. And I was like, "But I didn't ask you what you think you're gonna get. I asked you what do you want, what do you desire."
mhm.
Like in life, we are always chasing what we want. You know what I'm saying? Not what we want, what we think we can have, because they condition us to only think we can have a certain thing or we are certain people. Like they literally got us conditioned that we the people in the Bible that's gonna have a noose and a foot on our neck for eternity. What type of
Right.
what type of God is that?
Mm.
Not strayed from my point, but just in
You still on
general,
point though.
just in general, they got us chasing a book that tell you if you these people they talking about, the Hebrews, the Israelites, that you gonna be the slave to this system for eternity and to everybody. I'm talking about every soul, every
Mm.
nationality of that race realize that we broke our God's laws. You know what I'm saying? Which
Right.
in my mind, man wrote that book. Now, man put some good principles and morals and do's and don'ts in that book, but literally he telling you something that he wants you to hear because he wanted to fit the narrative that he wanted to fit. Okay. Now, that was a sidebar, but back to the point. I told her, "What do you desire?" You know what I'm saying? What do you
Right.
desire? And then she wrote a B. And I'm like, okay, I take a B, but you don't desire more than a B? Cause and then finally she wrote an A minus. And I was like, hallelujah. I take an A minus. I did a little dance with her, you know what I'm saying? And and made her get emotional about that A. You see what I'm saying? And I
Right.
was like, you see how that felt? How did that feel? She's like, it felt good. When you saw me do my dance, you got excited because I was congratulating you because you desired to get an A minus. It was, shoot for an A plus, but okay, she shot for an A minus, so I'll take it. And she was happy. And I was like, you see how that feel? That's the feeling you want to have when you go to school or when you doing your work, because that's the feeling you shooting for. You're not shooting for that
Right.
thought process that they done manipulated your mind with to think you only can do this or you only as good as this. No, you could do all things. Anything that you put your mind to, that whatever, whatever. And then long story short, first report card, they both got all A's. Second report card, they still got all A's. And I go back and show them, y'all did this. You see what I'm saying? This is what
Right.
you did. This is what you manifested into your life. And just, on try and change the way, people think, you know what I'm saying? At least at a young age, because it's hard.
Right. Gotta shape it then, cause then that's when it get formed at that young age. Shoot. Can't wait
Like
till it
I,
get formed and it get hard and stiff, and then they don't want to listen.
they close. Like I tell my son, like I'm like I'm gonna try. I'm teaching you about digits. I'm not even teaching you about money. I want you to learn about digits. Digits are infinite. They go on and on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Money, you can put a cap on money. Somebody could tell you you only can make so much. But if you know you can have all the digits, shoot, I need you to be my accountant. Shoot,
I'm telling you, especially anybody that's good with math, and some people that be good with that math. I used to love, I still love math, but I
me
get
too.
mixed up with some of those numbers, and it be aggravating me because I like math. I'm like, why the heck I can't get this? But that math, man, it confuses me when it gets to that the calculus and the algebra, and
I
whew,
made all A's and A's all the way up to geometry, and then I went to college. I didn't take calculus and trigonometry and all that stuff, but everything prior to that I made all A's in. So I'm sure I would have excelled in calculus and trigonometry. I just didn't ever go. I
that
didn't
part.
ever reach for it. You know what I'm saying? But I always excelled in math. And I know numbers. I got so many passwords and numbers, and you know people fail to realize how and how much computing power they actually have. If
Mm,
I can even say that, cause we got all these passwords. You don't know how many passwords I got stored in my head. You know what I'm saying, for
mm,
different stuff, all these social media accounts, and you know, like we used to have phone numbers stored like that. Now they got us then switch from phone numbers to passwords.
mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Right. Still need some number to enter.
Yeah, but like I commend people who speak different languages because they actually using their mind in order to do that. We could do it too. We was taught this language, so we lost the I don't know what we lost, but
But
like
were
they
you on there, brother, when I was talking about the little boy that had the accident or something? And then he was speaking
mm,
in Spanish. Yeah, now that
oh
right
yeah,
there,
I
that
saw that on
shows
something.
that's a mental. You got to think like, what the heck was touched in the brain?
Think about it though. If we all part of the same body, we all it, like the like oh there you go, I just found it. Remember, I think that was a couple of days ago, you had wisdom on, we was talking about the DNA and how the Akashic records is attached to your DNA.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, all those languages, all those words, whatever they are, they already attached to you, they already in you. So
Oh,
you see what I'm
right.
saying, you see where I'm going with it, like
So
you
he just got
already.
knocked over some dang well.
Yeah, and like when he woke up, he was, you know like he had to tap into a different look, a different. language. I don't know.
different realm or something. Probably in between worlds or something,
Like
or in
that could
between
be the.
realms of a place or another life he was in or something. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because that's crazy. And it took,
Cause
they said it took a while. It wasn't like he just woke up, said a little Spanish words, and he was back to normal. He was speaking like this for a while, bro. It took him like weeks to get back to English. It was like literally something had triggered in his mind. And he never spoke Spanish, never took a Spanish class, nothing.
mm, could have been a past life, and
Hmm.
when he woke up, he was stuck. He was still in it. Shoot, what is
Yeah,
it?
that's some craziness. But bro, I'm getting a little tired. I don't want to doze off on you. I appreciate you hanging in here with me. See, ain't nobody show out for me tonight, but that's all right.
Oh,
We
it's
got in
all
there and we
good.
talked
I
good.
saw
So
you
we might as well
talking.
get some
I
info
saw
in.
what you was on. I figured I'd jump on with you because I see where you at with it, and I like the your direction leading back to where people need to be going. Back to themselves. So
Yes, brother.
the
All
ripple
right, I
starts there.
appreciate it. So yeah, make sure you check in with me Wednesday, bro. My show is Wednesday. It'll be Wednesday and Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So
Okay.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do the StreamYard on there as well. So hopefully y'all can jump on if it's stuff I'm talking about. Y'all can jump in and I'm gonna have it open just like I did last week because I like it like this. It helps move and get different ideas and stuff. I like it, and I'm gonna play the music though. Because Wednesday night I told Huey the other week I want to start playing like conscious music. So
Mm-hmm.
that song, that second one you just played, I like that song. I'm gonna play that Wednesday. So make sure you send me the link. Send it to my email. It's Sister Soul Main Radio at Gmail, bro. Just send me
Can
the
you can you
hmm.
type it right here in the back somewhere?
Oh,
Or
okay, yep. Let me put it in here. I'm putting it in the comments. Let me see. Go to the comments. Oh, I gotta go post comment. Okay. Okay, there you go, bro. So yeah, send it to me so I can make sure I can play it. I think I
I'm a
got it downloaded if I'm not mistaken. If it's the
I'm gonna
one
send you
Huey.
the link to the. Oh, you talk about the law is love. I'm gonna send you the link to the playlist.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah, and then I
called
can
the
just go through
playlist.
it.
Yeah, and you could listen to pick what you like or whatever. But I like that one I had just played, the Why They Lie. It's just playing on that voice in the back of your head that you don't listen to. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I like that. I'm gonna play that Wednesday for sure. And that's called Why They Lie.
Yeah, Why They Lie. I
Okay.
can't. How I'm gonna get that? Oh, I got it.
You got it?
Email. Hmm.
Perfect.
It's gonna come from Cryptos United TV.
Okay.
Uh, well, all right, sister. So,
All right, you got it, bro?
sister. Yeah, I
Yes,
got
yes.
you. I got you.
I'm that star soul, the soul star. Yes, brother. Okay, bro. Well, I will holler at you. Probably tomorrow somebody will be live, so I'll probably holler at you tomorrow. Have
Hmm.
a good night. Peace
You
out.
too. Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you.